Hey there guys, I'm back. Just changed into these more comfy leggings because I want to put my legs up. I wore the boots that I bought in Poland and they kind of hurt me when I wear them a long time. So yeah, I've just bought this A3 dimensions, like 30 by 40 centimeters frame. And I don't know if it will be landscape or just portrait. I want to use the pictures that I printed to do a vision board. And I thought, what a better way to do this other than talking to you, because I haven't done this in a long time. And maybe like this is better. I don't know if you can see me, if it's framed well, but here I am. The first step is to cut these pictures. What I wanted to talk about in this video is, I will address the elephant in the room. If you are not new here, if you're new, like, hi, hope you enjoyed this video and stick around, and hope I'll stick around. But if you're not new here, you know that I've been not posting. Last time I posted, I think it was in the first week of uni, and now we're like in the second week of like 13 weeks ago I posted last time, which is like a long time not to post. But I wanted to talk about like my New Year's resolutions for 2020, like the list, and what has been kind of like accomplished and what has not. I will start with the first thing I wrote. I will take later, give me a second. I'll take my bullet journal where I have the list. I will tell you what I wrote in it. What's it? Goals here. Okay, so the first thing is try and fail as much as possible. If I haven't done that, then I don't know what I've done this year. And let me talk about it a little. So this year was a mess in a way, but honestly I'm kind of grateful for it. Even like with this YouTube thing, I don't want to be blocked by the idea that I haven't posted in like, 3 months. It doesn't matter, I just can pick it up where I left off, and who wants to still be here will be here, and I will do whatever makes me happy about it. So like that's the mindset I wanted to gain this year, to be more okay with things not going my way, which does not come easy to me. I have, I don't know if I think I spoke about like the worst part of this year and my academic stress and all that in my chit chat Get Ready With Me, I think 2 or 3 videos before this one. Yeah, so I have perfectionistic tendencies, and if you have noticed at the beginning of each of my videos, after my name, which is Korina, you can see running from perfection, and I use that thing because it kind of has double meaning. One is the fact that I started enjoying running more and more, and which like one of my resolutions here is to run more and to get better at it. But also the fact that perfectionism and my tendencies and my thinking of I must do that and not like it would be better for me to do that or it would be good for me to do that, that like toxic mindset stops me from accomplishing a lot of things, including this YouTube and video making hobby that I have. And I don't want to be that. I want to do things like mediocre. This video will be mediocre at best, most probably, but I'm okay with it. If you're watching it, then maybe like you wanted something in the background to chat with somebody or stuff like that, or maybe you wanted to motivate yourself to plan for 2021. But yeah, and I failed a lot. I failed academically, which is very hard for me. I used to be like a almost straight A student type of thing, person. I failed with YouTube, like I haven't posted in a while, which I wanted. I also like stopped running and doing anything in the first lockdown period. But yeah, I kind of learned from them, and now when I fail, like it doesn't feel great, that's for sure. But it's less damaging to my mind and my self-esteem. Yeah, so that's one thing. Another, follow a budget every month. Like, to follow a budget, I need an income, I would say, and I haven't had that this year. When I said that, I was thinking of living, in my dorm, in which I get some money from my parents, and before this semester, I always had a scholarship, due to my grades and stuff like that. And that's what I wanted to, with those money, I wanted to learn to spend them in a better way and to use a budget. But coming home and not having an income and not working this summer kind of changed that, so that's why another fail, which is fine, which is read 12 books. I started so strong on this one. I was so determined to do it. The first 3 months I read one book each month, which was amazing. I actually think I got a little bit faster at reading because I'm a very, very slow reader, unfortunately. So I got a little bit faster because I was reading every day around 10 pages or something like that. But with time, when the lockdown started, I kind of kept on reading. The lockdown was in the middle of March. Then in April, my worst period started, and yeah, I kind of got stuck to the Power of Now book, which is a Romanian puterea prezentului. And this one it's a very good book, but it's kind of hard for me to read. And I'm at page 150, which is a little bit more than half of the book. And I started another one, which again I read a quarter of it, and then I stopped because it's just hard. It's not that entertaining for me, I guess. But I bought new books, and I plan on having the same goal for the next year and trying to keep it. So yeah, that is the story with this goal of mine. Another one, save money for a fitness course. It's obvious that I haven't had any income, so I haven't had any chance to save money. I actually spent my existing money on things because I haven't had any more that came in. And also I prioritize my mental health, and I got I started doing therapy, which was extra money that I did not account for. So yeah, this one did not happen. Another one, workout minimum 3 times per week. It didn't happen for the whole year. There was a break in February, March, April, May and June, almost 5 months break. But then I started training again for the marathon, and then I ran the ultra, and then I took 1 or 2 weeks break, and then I did it. I trained for a half marathon and I ran it with my friend Sofia, and we continued training starting next week. These 2 weeks we just kind of ran whenever we wanted and could, and I'm running 20 kilometers tomorrow for a charitable event thing. And yeah, I made running part of my weekly routine, which is great. And I run 3 times per week. I think the thing that I would want for the next year would be not only to run, but to do the extra part of training also, the strength training and stretching, which is I'm not good at it. I don't do it that bad. What else? Train for a marathon. I did. I haven't finished the training for the marathon, but I ran an ultra marathon and a half marathon, and I think that qualifies. I would say that this thing on the list is checked. What else? Intermittent fasting, minimum 5 days per week. So, how do I say this? One thing that I learned this year is to be more comfortable with my body. During the pandemic, I put some like 5 kilograms on, and I was kind of uncomfortable with myself because I'm not that tall. I'm 165 centimeters, which is like I'm pretty short, I would say. And each kilogram on me, I think you can see it, and I felt heavier, and I haven't been moving at all during that time. And when I started running, it was so hard. Like in the first kilometer, I was tired and I had to stop and stuff like that. Which now I can, like, I think the most I ran like 8 or 9 kilometers without stopping, which is amazing. Yeah. So kind of the intermittent fasting part has both the idea of being healthier, because I'm not that bloated and I feel lighter and more focused when I don't eat like non-stop any time of the day, and I have a specific window, because the rest of the time I usually do 8-16, so the 16 hours a period of time when I don't eat, I just drink water. My body has the time to digest what I've eaten in the 8 hours, and I pretty much eat the same amount of calories, and I feel better. But at the same time, I couldn't do it with the running, because I usually do it like I eat around 10 in the morning, and then I stop around 6 afternoon. And because I wanted to run in the morning most of the time, I wanted to eat first thing in the morning, and I couldn't, because it didn't line up with intermittent fasting and the eating at home and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't think that's that great for me now. Maybe in the future I'll find a way to integrate intermittent fasting, maybe another version of it, not the 8-16 method, but for now I'm not even worried about this part of the list, this item on the list, because it doesn't fit my lifestyle, and I wanted it only to make my life easier and better, not to make it harder. So I think what I've done is I still eat whatever I want. I eat sweets all the time. I eat McDonald's or KFC whenever I feel like it. Yeah, I just run, and I love my body. And I think that's a big win for this year. Another thing, write something every day. Well, I have this notebook that I bought. It's more like a 2020 calendar. Not calendar, what's that? Agenda. But it's a small one, and I bought it to write every day something, and I wrote, I would say, more than half. I would say maybe 2/3 of it is full. But I had moments when I just lived life and did not write. But what I realized this year is that I'm addicted to my phone, to social media, to the internet, to everything that gets me so full of, what's that, dopamine, I think. Sometimes I realize that I'm just scrolling for like hours sometimes, and I just cannot stop. Like my brain realizes what's happening, but my body just keeps on doing it because it feels good. And for that reason, I plan on maybe quitting it in some way. I don't know exactly how, because I still want to be active, like this creative part of me. I still want to find some time to make videos and post something on Instagram and even on TikTok. But at the same time, I don't want it to ruin my life in a way, because it's so much time. I stay like I think my average per day is hours. It's way too much than normal. So I think I will focus, my plan for next year is to focus more on YouTube, making videos and posting them, and maybe just downloading social media to just post the fact that I posted a new video and then delete it again. Because, yeah, like I said, it's not good for my mental health and for my physical productivity. which I wouldn't be that worried about if it wasn't also my last year of uni and I have a thesis to write, which I haven't had any time to do in this semester because I have 2 extra classes, and yeah. But I think this is all of the list for 2020 for me. I will finish cutting this up. Hopefully I will show you the final result of my vision board. See you later. Oh my god. So, this is it. I don't know how much of it you can see, but I'm at a kitty cat. One clear skin, running of course, and some motivational quotes. Yay! Done! Yeah. On the top of my head, what I learned this year: to ask for help. And I used to see this quote around, like, learn to take a break, not to give up. And I think this is what I learned. This year I stopped working out for like 5 months. And if I just gave up totally, I would have not done anything else, like physical activity wise, this year. But I just took it as it was. It was a big break. And I started over. And here I am, running. I mean, for some it's not that much, but for me it's pretty cool to be able to run as much as I've run in the past few months. And also, this is a more like recent realization, but I used to not be afraid of other people's opinions. I mean, I cared about other people's opinions as much as I hate to say that, and I am unfortunately kind of a people pleaser, but I used to love myself enough to voice what I think and to just be unapologetically myself. Of course, trying not to hurt people around me, but still respecting my boundaries and my wishes and my thoughts. But this year somehow that attitude of mine got lost and I want it back. I want to be able to say what I think, and I want to be able to do these stupid videos, and I want to post what I think, and if somebody has to say something about it, I will try to communicate, I will try to be respectful, and if I'm wrong I will try to learn more. But I think it's stupid just to be afraid to speak up, and it's stupid not to live my life the way I want it. Why the hell am I here the way I am if I'm not supposed to just be myself? So yeah, I think that's the main idea, and I'll see you in my next video, most probably after the New Year's, but I will plan and I will set up my bullet journal and I will take it with me, hopefully. If not, I will just show you what I did. So, bye, see you then.